Good morning, everyone. I could not resist this morning. I was grocery shopping at a neighborhood Walmart, and I picked up this new Phalaenopsis, and it was $10, and it's because of the petals. I really think they're so pretty. Just so pretty, and I think I got it in the nick of time. A lot of those plants there weren't looking in the best of shape, but this one looks like it got a couple of bad leaves, some fallen petals, but the roots seem okay. It's embarked. I'm I'm not going to leave it here. I'm actually going to just go ahead after my last experience and just take this plant and I'm going to repot it. And so here are the items that I need. First, this is a vase. This is the vase that I've had for a while. Excuse how dirty it is. I'm gonna wash it up. Got my drill bit here. Thank you, Michael. Michael Orchids, the YouTuber, has a video on how to drill holes into your glass vase. So I will be doing that. And I also have the media I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using Leica pellets. Because of the height of this and the amount of petals, I don't know if I have enough petals. Petals. Clay pellets. Yeah, there it is. Leica, whatever. So I think what I'm going to do is probably what I did with one of my other Phalaenopsis is put some river rocks down here and then add the pellets up and just drill the holes probably just right above here. I'll probably do a little test first and see how it goes. Or I may just jump into it. Either way, I think I'll just come back to you when I have at least drilled the holes in. And then I'll let you see the rest of it, how I added the river rocks and what I do with the clay petals. And yeah, so see you in a little bit. Okay, here we go. So I've decided that I am going to use this jar, or vase rather, to put this in. And I'm trying to be careful with my roots here. I only cut off a couple of roots, and they're right here. Just a couple of bad roots. I don't know if you can see these. I got my son here helping me film. So a few bad ones. And I really wish I didn't have to cut this off, but this was up here. So I'll cut it off. Hopefully I didn't take away a good root. But as you see, I'm just go ahead and I'm just gently putting them in here, and I think that's okay. And these leaves here, this here, see that right there? I honestly think that this is mold that was created. It's very humid here, in this plastic container that it had wrapped around, and the mold actually was eating away at this. And part of me wants to take it off, and part of me is just like, let it fall off naturally. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, this is barely hanging on. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off with my sterilized shears. And so that's off. Oh, and I'm going to just go in with some peroxide. And all I did with the peroxide is I just took the handle off of something else. And I probably should just go ahead and let this dry or wipe it off, but I'm not. I'm not. It just seems like more work than necessary. So I'm just gonna start now. Once I get these roots the way I think I like them in here. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Leica pellets here, and I'm just going to start putting them in and just let them go where they want to go. And hopefully, because of the amount of roots that this Phalaenopsis has, that once these Leica pellets are in here, these roots are big enough to stabilize itself, and I won't need to stake it. I took the 2 stakes that it had with it. I took those off. So now I'm just dropping my Leica pellets on the floor. And I was so worried that I wasn't going to have enough petals and pellets. And I didn't realize how big the root system was and how great condition that it was in. I could have taken, I don't even think I would have needed those river rocks, but since they're there, I'm going to leave them there. And I'm just, yep, because this is laziness. Oh, but from what I gather, the research I gather, Phalaenopsis likes their roots to be nice and tight in their containers. So, and you see, I'm not forcing this. All I'm doing is just poking the pellets down and let them find their way wherever they want to go. I guess I could do a little shake. And by doing this, I can already tell that the plant is actually starting to stabilize itself. Let's see, just a little poke on the petals, nothing too hard. A little shake, rattle, and roll time. Let the pellets go where they want to go. And I'm going to raise it up just a little bit because of this leaf here. I don't want it to be buried. And that's a river rock. So I'm raising it up just a little bit, so don't bury this leaf. I actually love the bloom on this. I love it. I love it. Looks like it's going to go where it wants to go here. So I may have to stake it after all. And you see the leaves are wet. I washed it down with Dawn dishwashing liquid. You can actually see some bubbles in there. I'm going to dry that out in a second. But yeah, it's just because when I was in, one thing I noticed when I was in the neighborhood market of Walmart is that they had a whole bunch of these Phalaenopsis up there. And some of them had these little white things on their leaves, these little white sacs. Reminded me of like a spider sac. Like have you ever noticed the spider cocoons up its eggs or its prey? That's what it reminded me, and it was just on the back of the leaves. And so I just thought, you know what, this thing has bugs. It has bugs. And I already have a gnat war going on in my house. So I don't want a spider war either. I have someone that is just deadly afraid of spiders, so they're not going to help me film anymore. So that's why I washed it down. And see the pellets, they have stabilized the root system. And see, they haven't quite made it down here. There's a little bit of a gap. I don't really like that. So try very gently to encourage these Leica pellets to fill that gap. And they're like, no, we're not going to go. Oops. Okay. All right, well, this is pretty much it for me. I got Leica pellets going everywhere. I'm not going to stake it. I am going to just let it cast over the way it wants to. I'm going to fill this up with some of my soft water that I've let the chemicals burn out on overnight. And we're just going to fill this up now. So, and there you can see, made a little bit of a mess there, but it works. And the water just goes up to the point of the river rocks where it meets the Leica pellets, so the pellets are able to wick up. And I'll keep my eye on it, and if it looks like that's not as efficient as I want it to be, I have plenty of Leica pellets. I can just go ahead and take the river rocks out and add the lycopelas in, but I think this is going to be fine. So thank you for watching this long video and have a great day. Bye.